Hey everybody, LT Outdoors here. Well, my buddy Noel over at Metal Detecting Ireland, he mentioned that I hadn't done an update on the garden, and he's totally right. It's about time. I told you guys I'd do monthly updates, and I think it's been about a month. So bear with me. Half the garden's been weeded, half of it hasn't. I'm behind on things. I've been trying to get so much new stuff out on here that I've just fallen behind. But yep, here we go. I'll show you guys what's going on. All right, right here we got the Brussels sprouts. They're growing pretty good. They're going to end up getting really tall. Brussels sprouts grow upwards, and they get the sprouts grow right inside of here. Actually, these here would be young ones that are starting. And I really love them because you can pick them all year long. This here is a pigweed. I absolutely hate pigweeds. They'll take over the garden. They soak up all the moisture and can really make a mess. That's what most of these are, is pigweeds. But I could spend a whole day out here doing this. I'm not going to do it. Not right this minute. But you can see they get big. I mean, they grow big roots. They pretty much eat up all the moisture out of the ground and make it hard for the other plants to grow. But so far, these guys are doing good. You can see they've been assaulted by some deer. That's why the leaves are missing on some of them. Which I do need to show you guys what I do for that. And I haven't done it yet. I actually hang white plastic bags up on posts around the garden. I see so many people buying, just chemicals and stuff to spook the deer away. I don't agree with any of that. White plastic bags, deer are naturally afraid of the color white. I mean, their tails, they throw them up. That's a warning sign for other deer. So if you use a white flagging or a white bag around, you can see Muggins coming running here. Anything white, though, that's kind of flagging around, that they're going to see it and they're going to spook. So, hey, Muggy. What are you doing, girly? That's my kitty. Somebody threw her out when she was just a kitten. I took care of her. She's been my best little buddy since. Yeah, she keeps the mice and stuff slim down around here, don't you, girly? But, yep, these are our 2 rows of Brussels sprouts here. And we've also got, I see a chokeweed. These things right here, I always call them chokeweeds. I don't know if that's the true name. But this plant right here will actually tie itself around. It's a vine, and it grows around the plants. And it'll actually strangle the plants out and kill them. These pigweeds are everywhere. All right, next row. I see it's getting hit pretty bad. I'm going to have to put the bags up tonight. These are the broccoli. The deer have been chewing the heck out of these, I see. The plants are getting big enough, though. There's probably going to be some young broccoli starting, I would imagine. The young broccoli grows right out of the center of the plant. Oh, maybe not yet, but yeah, broccoli's doing good. It's getting big. But yeah, I hang up, you can see I've got one right there on that pole, on that birdhouse pole. But that's an old one from last year. That's another trick. You got to keep moving it. The deer are going to get used to it if you leave it in the same place. But if you rotate, and in fact, I would just use one post and just move it every night around your garden. Because the deer, they don't like new things either. If you have something new around that they're not used to, they're going to be scared of it. So yeah, you got to change things up for them. But broccoli plants are doing good. That's a big, nice one. It's been really dry up here too. Last year we got lucky. We didn't have to water once. I mean, it's the first year of my life that I've known we didn't actually have to use a hose. We were able to just use God's water. Look at all these pigweeds. I mean, the nice thing about them is they are easy to pull because they got those big roots. So that's not so bad. But yeah, these pigweeds, as you can see, they take over pretty quick. It hasn't been that long since I weeded this, and all it takes is one good rain and it all comes right back. And you don't want your plants to get crowded. That's one of the main reasons why weeding's essential. I need to just stop making videos for a few days or something and get this done. These are the eggplants. They're definitely getting big, a lot bigger than they were when I first did the video. Yep, so cabbage is doing real nice. So you got a deer track right there. The deer are in the garden probably every night. Yeah, cabbage is actually starting to form. When the cabbage starts curling up there in the middle, that's when it's forming a head there. So we got heads of cabbage starting up here. The rest of my eggplants are down this way. And the tomatoes. tomatoes. They are getting big. In fact, we might have some babies. I'm not sure. I know I see some blossoms on some of these. Right here you got a couple blossoms. Usually though, at least in the years past, I've noticed the tomatoes, they all seem to form at the same time. Like you might get blossoms for a bit, but until the rest of them are ready to actually start producing, I don't normally see babies. It's like they all come on at once. And we also got kind of, I say wild tomatoes because they keep growing back, but tomatoes from previous seasons that get worked up into the soil keep coming back up too. We got a lot of them in here. But yeah, getting nice blossoms on the tomato plants. Boy, what a mess. Pigweeds are everywhere. All right, on to the peppers. Now I seen I had some baby jalapeno peppers last time I was in here. See, this one right here is probably a hot banana. That's what it looks like. I've got hot banana peppers and jalapenos in here. Yep, getting some nice little peppers on. Quite a few actually. I've seen some babies over here. I think these are the jalapenos. Boy, these pigweeds, man. Look at how bad that is. It's ridiculous. Yeah, this is already getting on my nerves. I'm gonna have to come right out here when I'm done. Just weed till dark. But yeah, pepper plants are doing nice. The peas, I gotta get my pea fence up, man. The peas are going crazy. That's what these posts are for. Actually, you can see my old string. I tie up a fence. I just run string back and forth all across here, and the peas will actually climb it, and they'll get high too. I've had my plants get all the way to the top of these posts. So that's like, you know, almost 6 feet up. But yep, got pea plants coming up. Second row of peas is a little behind. It's just been so hot and dry. Peas don't like that. They like cooler temperatures. So yeah, this hot stuff we've been having, that's not good for them. Beans. The bean plants are doing great. We're gonna seem to do good on beans every year. They grow really good up here. Yeah, it won't be long and I'll have blossoms on the beans. Probably in the next week or so. Got this one thing growing here. I gotta get it transferred. I don't know if it's a squash. It's either a squash or a pumpkin. But it just randomly came up. Like I said, you work things into the soil, you just never know what's gonna come up. Yeah, so, and I don't mind it. I work everything up. All the old plants every year, I just kind of work back in. Here's the corn. Corn's doing pretty good. They got that old saying about knee high by the 4th of July. Well, it's not much over my ankle, so not doing so well this year, but the temperatures and rain just ain't been good. Second row of corn's up. Again, really short. I try to space my corn a week apart. That way we're picking, you know, we can pick one a week, one another week. Third row of corn finally came up, so that's good. That means, you see all these little corn. So that means I'm gonna have to put in my last final row. My 4th row of corn is gonna go right here. And then right here is gonna be radishes, which you don't have to rush on planting them. They seem to come back up pretty quick. Now, walk you up here. This one's gonna be a wreck because I haven't weeded this one yet either. It's hard to keep up on everything, man. But up here we got the, should be cucumbers hiding in here somewhere amongst the weeds. Yeah, I hate that. I really got to keep up on this stuff. I got a couple here. They're not growing very fast because of this dry weather. I mean, even the weeds ain't been doing that good. Got carrot rows in here. They didn't quite come up. I don't know what happened there. Got a few of them. These are the carrots right here, but they're not doing that good. I piled a whole bunch in. There should be a ton. Now potatoes, they're doing good. They don't take much moisture, so they're gonna do good regardless. Got all these rows of potatoes in here. These are nice looking plants. Yep. But yeah, I gotta get to weeding because this is definitely a wreck. Yeah. But yeah, anyways, this is my garden update. I wanted to show you guys what we had going on. Got some melons back here too, but that's another one that needs caught up on. I weeded this. Yeah, it's been a couple weeks. Up here, I don't know what it is. It's clay ground or something. I have to literally weed weekly or it just goes nuts. This dry weather, that's the only good thing that came out of it, is the weeds ain't growing so good. But neither are the plants. Let's see if I can find the plants in here. Yeah, here's one of the melons. We planted these from seed. There should be, I don't know, probably a dozen plants in here. Some of them didn't come up. I don't know if it's just been too dry or what, but yeah, majority's doing pretty good. And then I've got some squash out here behind the barn. Yeah, there's a bunch more in here too, but like I said, I need to weed. I can't even remember which ones are which now. I don't know if these are, okay, these are the cantaloupes down this end. We got cantaloupes, muskmelon, and watermelon in this garden. Yeah, gotta walk past the babies to get out back to where the squash are. Say hi. Hi, babies. You guys doing all right? Yeah, this brooder I made's working out nicely. And we got chicken coops. I didn't realize old Red wasn't in the barn. Gotta make sure she gets in there. There's my big Red. He's my buddy, crazy rooster. Come on, girly, get in there. Cats are probably gonna try and run out now. Come on, get in there. Gotta shut you in, Sammy. It's nighttime, you know that. Sammy's always trying to make an escape. All right, let's go back here, see what we got going on. I actually, honestly haven't checked the squash patch lately. Like I said, I've just been too far behind on everything. I just did a really awesome underwater episode yesterday, and I'm getting so mad. Windows Live Movie Maker is what I use for as a program. Well, it's giving me fits today. I don't know why, but it's saying something about my files not found, or I don't know. But I'm not happy with it. I got some great footage of some big fish, and it's just not wanting to let me post it. So, all right, squash patch. I know it looks like a yard, pretty much is. But we got Warty Hubbard squash in here. What else we got? Table Kings, Table Queens, butternuts. Pretty much just a good little mix of all the squash. In fact, see, this is crazy. We planted these weeks ago. You can see here, one's just starting to come up out of there. That's how, I mean, everything's just really slow right now. So, yeah, anyways, that's my garden update, guys. And I appreciate everybody watching, and I hope you all have a good day. Thanks.